everybody. I'm privileged to be with Kathy O'Hara today of O'Hara and Friends Salon. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You know, I love Kathy, and one of the reasons why I like to talk to Kathy is because you're also a woman-owned business, right?
Yep.
And you've been long-term in the business, nothing new.
Nope.
You know, I've been practicing law for 30 years. How long you been doing hair?
Since 1981.
There you go. So we've been in here for a long time, pushing it through. And the bottom line is that I often say to people, there comes a point in life when money's of no more interest, right? We know we're going to survive.
Right.
And so business changes or the opportunities change. And I think that you are an admirable person for the way you take your business and reach into the community. So tell us why you do that, first of all.
Well, in this day and age, when you're hiring young people and you want to teach them how to make a living, but you also, in the meantime, have to show them that money isn't everything. Yes, they're going to need money to survive, and I've been happy to see some of my stylists, buy their first new car, move out on their own.
Sure.
But how do we get there? And how
Right.
do we become self-sufficient? So in the meantime, we're teaching them how to build a clientele, but we're also teaching them how to give back in the community. So a few times a month, we have created different events to help out with the community.
Sure.
And this way it helps send them out into the community too, so they have to actually talk with people.
Right.
Get them off the cell phones.
Absolutely.
You can't
And-
text about hair.
Right. There you
You've got
go.
to talk to people
Yeah.
face to face.
Absolutely. And that's a different environment. And so one of the programs we participated with was Stuff the Duffel. Tell us about that. That was really fun.
That kind of came up. Everybody knows about the situation of AJ being killed, and everybody, I'm sure, felt the same way. It pulled our heartstrings. And this lady up in that area had started a thing called Stuff the Duffel. Instead of having kids in the system walk around with a garbage bag full of items, everybody in the surrounding area donated things and was dropped off at a big warehouse so kids can actually get a suitcase or a duffel bag full of the necessities that they need to help them when they're in the foster care.
Can you imagine if you were that kid and you got the duffel bag? I'd be so proud of it.
Yeah.
It'd be really awesome to do that. So that was a fun adventure, and I know that you also do other things. You work with veterans. Tell us a little bit about that.
The majority of my family is military.
Okay.
I actually just signed my uncle up for honor flight. He's a Vietnam vet. And all three of my uncles were in the military. And I remember them going in and coming back and their different leaves and how it affected my mom.
Sure.
And my grandfather. So that's always been in my heart,
Right.
with the military. And then you see all the stuff about the homeless veterans and mental illness with veterans. So I'm doing little things to reach out. Like around Veterans Day, we give out free haircuts. If anybody comes in, they get a free haircut. But on Memorial Day, we were driving out to Grant Park, Illinois to go to the greenhouse out there. And what caught my eye is the town of Manteno had those banners lining the streets of hometown heroes.
Oh,
and
very
it had
cool.
pictures of the veterans. It had what branch they were in and their name, and I believe what year they were in.
Mm-hmm.
So I made Bob pull over the car, took a picture, and came home and contacted my Chamber of Commerce. I'm friends with our Elsip mayor. I talked to the Oak Lawn mayor. I've talked to Lou in Crestwood and said, hey, I think we need to do this.
Sure.
So I've met with Elsip. We're creating a flyer, and we're going to have banners, hopefully lighting all the neighborhoods of our hometown heroes.
That's very cool. And
It'll
then they're
go
going to
up
be
from
able to.
Memorial Day till Veterans Day, and then come down and get put up again.
And what a nice way to pay back something. It's something small, but yet it's something
Well,
to
these
give
people
back and
need to,
recognize.
and they need to be recognized.
That's
for,
right. What they did.
You and I can't be here without veterans.
Absolutely, that's true. But
You know.
for them,
Yes.
we wouldn't be here and wouldn't have the country that we do.
Right.
And we hear so much negativity about our country. But when you really think about the veterans and what they've done for us,
Yes, and
what an amazing.
we have to support.
Right. Well, another thing that you do is I know you work with cancer victims, and you've done a lot with them. Tell us a little bit about that and how you work with Little Company of Mary Hospital.
Little Company of Mary Hospital is the largest for breast cancer, women's cancer treatment. So every year we've done some fundraising. In the last 2 years, we've had cancer survivors or even people going through treatment come in for a night of Faces of Strength and Beauty. The women come in, they can get their hair done, their makeup done, they can have a spa service like a manicure, or my lady does foot detox, whatever. And then we have some food. And then my friend Mark from Southland TV comes in and he interviews each of them, and they talk about their story of how cancer has affected them, their life prior to cancer, during treatment, and now after.
Wow.
So, and then we put that up for everybody to see. It gives them a little bit of strength and knowing that they're helping other people.
Right, and understanding what's happening. You know, I just heard something about cancer from the other perspective. In the middle of the night, I woke up, and there was an article about a 90-year-old who didn't want to be treated for cancer, had a 12-year-old dog, and that they did is she got her son and daughter-in-law to take them across the country in a mobile home or in or a travel home, and went from place to place and never, you know, got cancer treatment. So everybody responds differently. And I think that's the key, is to understand that depending on when you get cancer, what stage of life you're in, you might respond differently. And what a great way to share the story of empowerment to people.
That's, you know, what we need to do is bring the awareness out there.
Because it's such devastating news. Now, I also know that you are involved with autism. And tell us a little bit about that.
April, during Autism Month, we do a fundraiser, like we'll do a bake sale, we have raffles, and then the money goes to some of our local autistic programs. So we've donated to Elam, we've donated to Sertoma, we've donated to Park Lawn, and this way our little bit that we do give back can hopefully buy a piece of equipment or something to help, you know, these people make their day a little bit better.
That's right. You know, and what an amazing thing how businesses can get together, utilize the people that they have within the business structure and their local community, and give back, because it makes it fun, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's more than just a job.
Right.
We don't just come in and do hair day in and day out.
Right.
You can't. It's not motivating.
Right. It gives you a reason to get out of bed.
Yeah.
You know, and you might meet somebody or meet a cancer person, that, you know, survivor, and wow, what a new change that you have. So if we can all take that perspective, and if you're listening today, think of Kathy and the model that she uses for all of the clients that are coming in, for your employees. It's great, because we have to give back, and it's those little things. And something little can be more meaningful than something big. And you know what? It's not the job of government. It's not the job of the other guy. It's all of our jobs together.
And one person can change the world.
That's right. Well, thanks for your time today. Appreciate it.